What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where Pick and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. NBA. New York Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks, Game 3. So this is part of the first round, NBA playoffs. The series is tied 1-1. So the Knicks have a 55.1% chance to win. The Hawks have a 44.9% chance to win. This game is at Atlanta. For injuries, for the Hawks, Gilbert and Landale are out. For stats, the Hawks have more points per game. Knicks have a higher field goal percentage and more rebounds per game. Hawks have more assists per game, blocks per game, and steals per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Hawks will beat the Knicks tomorrow to go up 2-1 the series. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Toronto Raptors, Game 3. This is part of the first round of the NBA playoffs. The Cavs are up 2-0 in the series. So the Cavs have a 45.8% chance to win. The Raptors have a 54.2% chance to win. This game is at Toronto. For injuries, for the Cavs, Bryant's a game time decision. And for the Raptors, Walter quickly are game time decisions. And Hepburn is out for stats. The Cavs have more points per game. Field goal percentage is even. Cavs have more rebounds per game. Raptors have more assists per game. Cavs have more blocks per game. And Raptors have more assists per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Raptors will beat the Cavaliers tomorrow to put the series at 2-1. Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Timberwolves, Game 3. This is part of the first round of the NBA playoffs. The series is tied 1-1. The Nuggets have a 52.2% chance to win. The Wolves have a 47.8% chance to win. This game is at Minnesota. For injuries. For the Nuggets, Watson's out and Gordon's a game time decision. For the Wolves, Edwards is a game time decision. For stats, the Nuggets have more points per game. Wolves have more points against. Nuggets have a higher field goal percentage. Wolves have more rebounds per game. Nuggets have more assists per game. Wolves have more blocks per game and steals per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Wolves will beat the Nuggets tomorrow to go up 2-1 the series. MLB. Milwaukee Brewers versus Detroit Tigers. The Brewers have a 35.5% chance to win. The Tigers have a 64.5% chance to win. This game is at Detroit. For pitchers, for the Brewers, Brandon Sproat has a career ERA of 5.73, WHIP of 1.43, and for the Tigers, uh, Tariq Skubal has a career ERA of 3.04, WHIP of 1.02. So that's definitely good starting pitching for Skubal, and not really good pitching for Sproat. So it's a definite starting pitching advantage for the Tigers. So for injuries, for the Brewers, JB Bukaskas is on 7-day IL. Craig Yoho, Jared Koenig, and Quinn Priester on 15-day IL, and Jackson Correa is on 10-day IL for the Tigers. Scott Efros, Tyler Owens, Troy Watson, Dugan Darnell are on 7-day IL, and Zach McKinstry is on 10-day IL. For stats, Tigers have a higher batting average. Brewers have more runs. Tigers have more hits. Brewers have more home runs, higher on base percentage. Um, Tigers have a higher slugging percentage. Brewers have a higher ERA and more walks plus hits per inning pitched. Tigers have more walks. Brewers have more strikeouts and have a higher opponent batting average. So, yeah, the stats are pretty close. I think with the home, so I think with the home field advantage and the starting pitching advantage, I think the Tigers will beat the Brewers tomorrow. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Texas Rangers. The Pirates have a 45.1% chance to win. The Rangers have a 54.9% chance to win. This game is at Texas. For pitchers, for the Pirates, Bubba Chandler has a career ERA of 3.68, WHIP of 1.07. And for the Rangers, Jacob DeGrom has a career ERA of 2.57, WHIP and a WHIP of .99. So that's good pitching for both teams. It's a definite advantage for the Rangers in starting pitching. For injuries, for the Pirates, Dominic Fletcher, Anthony Solomenos on 7-day IL, Jared Triolos on 10-day IL, and Jared Jones and Sean Sullivan are on 60-day IL. For the Rangers, Robert Garcia's day-to-day, Carter Balmer, Luis Carvalho, and Chris Martin on 15-day IL, and Cody Freeman's on 10-day IL. For stats, the Pirates have a higher batting average, more runs, hits, home runs, higher on base percentage, slugging percentage is even. Rangers have a higher ERA. Pirates have more walks plus hits per inning pitched, and more walks, strikeouts, and Rangers have a higher opponent batting average. So yeah, so these stats are like pretty close. So I think home field advantage and starting pitcher will be big thing here. So I think the Rangers will beat the Pirates tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.